Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone. How are you today? I hope all of you are doing well. Welcome to Year 3 English PDPR lesson. Today we are going to focus on language arts skill with the topic of superlatives in Malaysia in the World Around Us unit of your Get Smart Plus 3 book. Alright, before we start our lesson today, let us look at the learning objectives for today's lesson. Number 1, by the end of today's lesson, you will be able to ask and answer 5 suitable simple questions on 5 superlatives in Malaysia. Number 2, by the end of today's lesson, you will be able to write about 5 superlatives in the 5 pictures correctly. How about the success criteria for today's lesson? What you can do in today's lesson to achieve the learning objectives for today's lesson? Let us look at the success criteria for today's lesson. Number 1, you can make and write superlative questions. Number 2, you can write about 5 superlatives in the pictures. Are you all ready for the lesson today? Let us begin our lesson today by looking at these superlatives. I'm going to introduce you to the superlatives. Number 1, we have the tallest. We add est at the end of the adjective tall. And superlative is the comparison between more than 2 people, animals, or things. Next, the longest. We put est at the end of the adjective long to show that it is superlative, and we add the word the in front of the adjective longest. And the last one, we have the highest. We put est at the end of the adjective high to show that it is superlative and to compare more than 2 people, animals, and things. Remember to put the word the in front of the word highest. I want you to look at these 5 pictures. Can you please tell me what can you see in the pictures? Let us look at picture number 1. What can you see in this picture? It is a building. Next picture, picture number 2. What can you see in this picture? It is a river. Picture number 3. What can you see in this picture? It is a mountain. Next picture, picture number 4. What can you see in picture number 4? It is a train. And the last picture, what can you see in the last picture? It is a roundabout. Let us try to make superlative questions from these 5 pictures. Let us try to do it together. Picture number 1, building. We could write superlative question like this. Which is the tallest building in Malaysia? So what's the answer? Exchange 106, Building, Kuala Lumpur. Let us move on to picture number 2. It is about a river. So we could write or we could make superlative question like this. Which is the longest river in Malaysia? Do you know what is the answer? It is the Rajon River. Let us look at picture number 3. It is about mountain. We could make superlative question like this. Which is the highest mountain in Malaysia? So, what's the answer? Mount Kinabalu. Next picture, picture number 4. It is about train. So we could make superlative question like, which is the fastest train in Malaysia? Do you know what is the answer? The answer is the electric train service, or it is popular with the name ETS. And the last picture, picture number 5, it is about a roundabout. So, we could make superlative question like this. Which is the biggest roundabout in Malaysia? Or, which is the largest roundabout in Malaysia? Do you know what's the answer? The answer is the Persiaran Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah roundabout. Next, I would like you to write about 5 superlatives in the pictures. Let us try to write about picture number 1. Exchange 106 Building, Kuala Lumpur. You may write like this. Exchange 106 Building, Kuala Lumpur is the tallest building in Malaysia. It is a 95-story skyscraper located at Tun Razak Exchange. The construction started in 2016. Let us write about picture number 2. The Rajon River. You may write about it like this. The Rajon River is the longest river in Malaysia. It is located in Sarawak. There are a variety of incredible aquatic species. Let us write about picture number 3, Mount Kinabalu. Mount Kinabalu is the highest mountain in Malaysia. It is located in the state of Sabah. Climbing the mountain is steep and quite tough. Let us try to write about picture number 4. ETS, the Electric Service Train. ETS is the fastest train in Malaysia. It is an intercity rail passenger service operated by Keretapi Tanah Melayu or KTM using electric multiple unit trains. The service was introduced on 12th of August 2010. Let us write about the last picture, that is picture number 5. The Persiaran Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah roundabout. You may write about the Persiaran Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah roundabout like this. The Persiaran Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah roundabout is the biggest roundabout in Malaysia with a length of 3.5 kilometers. It is the main roundabout in Putrajaya. It was named after Almarhum Sultan Salahuddin Abdul Aziz Shah of Selangor, the 11th Yang di-Pertuan Agong. Before we end our lesson today, let us try to create superlative questions from your own general knowledge about Malaysia and the world. Let us try to create the question or the superlative questions like, which is the biggest country in the world? Do you know what's the answer? The answer is Russia. Next question, it could be, which is the biggest animal in Malaysia? I'm sure you know the answer. The answer is the Asian elephant. And maybe one more question. Which is the biggest animal in the world? For sure you know the answer. The answer is the Antarctic blue whale. That's the end of today's lesson. I do hope to see you in the next lesson. See you then. Bye-bye.